all the clubs, and which is providing its fair share of memorable moments. I'm sure that we all have the fantastic final between Chelsea and Benfica in Amsterdam in May still in our memories. The UEFA Europa League has also established itself as an attractive competition for the fans, especially since the format with the 48-team group phase was established. The competition has a truly European feel and can only continue to flourish during this, its second cycle, which continues until 2015. We expect the UEFA Europa League to continue to grow in appeal and stature, but the most important success factor will be the support and full commitment of all of you. We share the same aspiration, an exciting European football adventure where you showcase brilliant football matches for your fans. Do all that you can to ensure your matches in the competition remain a fond memory in the mind of your supporters, with fair play, with integrity and with respect. But now let's come back to the draw, and to help me with the procedure and to explain you the technical procedure, please welcome on stage Giorgio Marchetti, the Director of Competitions of UEFA. Thank you and the very best of luck.
This gets quite complicated, so I'd concentrate if I were you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this draw for the UEFA Europa League third qualifying round. As several clubs are absent now, I think I would advise you to refer to the help point just outside this hall at the end of the draw to know if your opponents or potential opponents are here or not to make arrangements. And also, as usual, refer to your draw documents for the information related to the round. Be aware that if any fixture reversals or changes of dates are needed, these will be communicated in writing to your club and your association today at 18:30 CET, or about that time. 58 clubs, 18 directly qualified, and 40 pairings of the second qualifying round are involved in the draw, divided into 29 seeded and 29 non-unseeded teams or pairings. For the sheer purpose of the seeding, since this round has not been completed yet, all clubs involved in the round, having an individual club coefficient high enough to entitle them to seeding, have been seeded. This means that it is them or themselves or their opponents in the second qualifying round. And this is the case of the following clubs: Rubin Kazan, Standard Liège, Hapoel Tel Aviv, Sparta Praha, Lech Poznan, Trabzonspor, Aalborg, Anorthosis Famagusta, Rosenborg, Žilina, Utrecht, Maccabi Haifa, Sturm Graz, Omonia, Chornomorets Odessa, and Debreceni. If, of course, these clubs will not qualify, their winners will participate as seeded clubs in the next round, and the result of the draw will not change. I need also to inform you that a computer system will be used now in order to simplify the draw, but in full respect of all the draw principles, such as the country protection and the seeding of the clubs. The 58 clubs have been split into 4 groups of 12 teams and one group or pairings of, one group of 10 teams or pairings. All the clubs within the 5 groups have been ordered randomly and identified by a number. I advise you to memorize the number corresponding to your club, because this will help you understand as soon as the number is drawn if it is the case of your club, and also what is the opponents that you will have to face. Now we start with the 4 groups of 12 teams. we have prepared 2 bowls. At my far right there is a bowl which will contain the unseeded teams, or the numbers corresponding to unseeded team or seeded teams, and the unseeded teams will be placed in the bowl here. At every draw we will pick one bowl corresponding to the seeded teams, another bowl corresponding to the unseeded teams. We will place them in the middle, shuffle, and the number drawn will automatically mean that 4 teams from the different groups are drawn, and the same for the unseeded teams. Of course, also the first match at home. I hope that this is as simple and clear as the draw. You will see if you don't understand in full, and I think we can proceed.
Yes, let's proceed. Even if you didn't understand it, you will see that it's very clear when it will be made. The seeded teams are here, the unseeded teams in the other bowl. You have all memorized where you are, which number your team and your club is corresponding to, so I think we can start.
So remember that each ball that comes out here corresponds to a number of teams rather than to one team, as in the UEFA Champions League draw earlier today. And so you have to keep your wits about you in this one.
First team or teams number 2.
So a variety here. This includes Swansea City qualifying through the English League Cup, Černomorec Odessa or Dacia Chisinau
versus number 12.
Versus number 12. So this means concretely Černomorec or Dacia versus Crvena Zvezda or IBB. Then Swansea City FC versus Malmö or Hibernian. Then Sevilla FC versus Mladost Podgorica or Zenica.
That game's 2-2, by the way.
Saint-Étienne versus Shakhtar or Milsami.
Shakhtar, Soligorsk or Milsami. That's 1-1 from the first game up against Saint-Étienne.
Again, seeded and unseeded.
Led back to Europe after their first title in 32 years, Les Verts.
See who plays home.
Černomorec
number 9
after the Alexis show last night in Odessa.
Playing
9 includes Jablonec, Irtish Pavlodar, Cherokee.
Number 5.
Petrolul Ploiești,
number 5.
Vikingur.
And this means concretely the first
Udinese
match
and Vitesse are both in this section.
Or Siroki Brijek versus
As you
Udinese.
can see, Udinese with a trip
Then
to either Kazakhstan or
Petrolul
Bosnia
or
and
Vikingur
Herzegovina.
versus Vitesse. Then Hajduk Split or Turnovo versus Dilagori or Aalborg. And finally Jablonec versus Strømsgodset or Debreceni.
Strømsgodset second in the Norwegian top flight, fallen 2 points behind Rosenborg now. That was a good first leg that they had. Strømsgodset
Third
with a
one.
late goal from Peter Kovac in a 2-2 draw against Debrecen.
Which is number 8. Number 8.
Now some close ties here. Kukursi of Albania
And
against
number
Sarajevo was a real thriller last night.
3.
They're in this part of
And
the
this
draw.
means, again,
Maccabi Haifa now, Etienne
Memphis
Zurich
or
is coming out.
Jeunesse Esch
Metalist
versus
Donetsk.
Haifa or Kazar Lankeren.
And
Then
it's Stammer
Skonto
Brewster
or
here as
Slovan
well. They
Liberec
managed to
versus
seal their
FC
tie against
Zurich.
Gefle.
Then Kukezi or Sarajevo versus Metalurg Donetsk. And finally Karabakh or Piast versus Anorthosis or Gefle IF. On.
It takes a while to digest this draw when all of the dust settles.
And the next one. Which is number 11. Number 11 versus
We have Rijeka, who were comfortable winners
Number
against
1.
Prestat in
number
town last
1.
night. If they manage to seal that tie
This means
against the World
Dinamo
Cup,
Minsk
they
or
will be there.
Lokomotiva Zagreb versus Trabzonspor or Derry.
They will get the chance to play
Or
Olimpia or
Oktober
Žilina.
versus Breidablik or Sturm Graz. Levadia or Panduri versus Beroe or Hapoel Tel Aviv. And Rijeka or Prestatin versus Olimpia or MSK Žilina.
Some late drama in that Olimpia match. Remember, Žilina were in the UEFA Champions League group stage a few years ago.
And one seeded
They
and
were
one
beaten
unseeded.
3-1 last night in the first leg. Late goals for both sides there. Changing and then reversing the tide.
Number 7.
This includes Tromsø, Slask Bratslav, Randers from Denmark
versus number
Tripolis.
6. So this means Slask or Roda Pljevlja versus Club Brugge, Randers versus Jagodina or Rubin Kazan, Tromsø or Interbaki versus Differdange or Utrecht, and Asteras Tripolis versus SK Rapid Wien.
Tromsø in the box seat for that third tie there, and worth a mention for Differdange, who beat Utrecht from a goal down to the early strike from Jakob Malenga last night to win 2-1. Another big blow for football in Luxembourg after the excellent work from Dudelange last summer.
Number 10.
FC Thun among these, UEFA Champions League group stage entrance in 2004-05. Was the lead against Georgian opponents last night.
Number 4. So this is the winner of the match between Göteborg and
this includes
Trenčín versus Astra or Omonia.
Runners-up in the German
Zalgiris or Punic versus Honka Espoo or Lech Poznan. Motherwell versus Kuban Krasnodar. Zrinski or Botev Plovdiv versus VfB Stuttgart.
Kuban, a reward for finishing
completed already
in the Russian Premier League.
1 to 4, and now there is group
by Dorinel Munteanu.
The same system. Numbers 1 to 5 identify seeded teams. Numbers 6 to 10 identify
playoff round.
One seeded and one unseeded. Only one group here this time.
So this is a little more straightforward.
Last 5
One
pairings.
club or pairing, represented by each number that is here drawn.
Number 1.
It's Estoril
versus number 9.
Versus number 9. This means Estoril Praia versus Hapoel Ramat Gan.
Hapoel Ramat Gan. The
one is number 7.
And that's FK Vojvodina or Budapest Honved.
Versus 3.
Versus 3, so the winner of Vojvodina versus Honved will play against Bursaspor.
Vojvodina, with a late goal from Stojan Vranjes, managed to take a 2-goal lead in that tie last night. Bursaspor will be their opponents.
So match
in the UEFA Champions League group stages a few seasons ago.
Number 8.
Here and Manchester United and Rangers.
Number 5.
Versus number 5. So this is Skoda Xanthi or Linfield versus KR or Standard de Liège.
Big result, coach, at the Under-21 European Championship finals in the summer. Now it's Standard Liège.
Number 2.
That's Sparta Praha or Haken.
Number 10.
Versus number 10. So this is
FC
Sparta Praha or Haken versus Thun or Shikura. And the last one.
Sparta were 2 goals up at one point, thanks to 2 goals from captain Daniel Lafata last night. Finished 2-2.
The last one.
Thun
is
lead
number
by 2 goals to 0.
6.
That's Valletta or Minsk.
Number 4.
Versus number 4, so it is Valletta or FC Minsk versus Rosenborg or St. Johnston. So this already completes the draw for the third qualifying round matches. They will be played on the 1st and 8th of August. The 29 winners of this third qualifying round will be qualified for the playoffs. The playoff draw will take place on Friday, 9th of August at 1 p.m. Let me remind you once more that we might have some fixture reversals and or changes of dates. They will be communicated in writing to you and your association later today. Please note also that your club. Ladies and gentlemen, for coming, the very, very best of luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. Keep it with UEFA.com to digest this draw.